Whenever you're ready, mate.
Okay, super kick party in 3, 2, 1.
Okay, cool. Oh, actually, hang on. Give me 1 second. Oh, yeah, so, you're recording, right?
Yes.
You know, me and Nandy are engaged.
Yes.
We actually set a date.
Oh my god, congratulations. When?
Yeah. So, it's a bit weird in that...
Japan, yesterday.
We were gonna do it this September, Nandy, right? It was going to be kind of October time this year, but obviously due to lockdown and COVID and everything, that didn't quite pan out. So we actually called the registry office in Canterbury and we're like, maybe we should do just a smaller, let's just go get married type thing, because Nandy doesn't have the same last name as me and all that sort of shit,
Yeah.
So we're literally just going to do me, her, a couple of people. That's about it, really. There's going to be like no big after party or speeches or anything like that. Do you want to be my best man, mate?
That would be an absolute honour, mate. I'd be delighted to. Over the
Awesome.
moon.
You don't have to do any speeches or anything like that. I felt really nervous about asking you.
No, I am there. I'm 100% in. I am Miro. I am the best man.
Awesome,
thank you very
man.
much. That's really kind of you to ask. Thank you very much. I'd love to do it. I'd be over the
Awesome.
moon to do it. I'd be privileged to be there to witness you. I mean, essentially, you are married already. It's purely a paperwork exercise, isn't it? But I said it's for his benefit more than anything, isn't it?
We've been together since we were 16. I'm now 34, so it's like, should probably get it done,
Get that marriage allowance transfer that you'll be entitled to once you get married. Take 10% of Nandy's personal allowance and save tax on it.
Yeah, absolutely. He said yes, by the way, Nandy. I don't know if you heard that. She said, yay.
I will take you on the best socially distant stag ever.
Awesome, dude. Sounds good. Like, it's going to be so low key. It's literally going to be me, Nandy, you, one of Nandy's friends, like maybe my sister, and that's about it.
Oh, that's awesome, mate.
Maybe Nandy's sister too, because she has a camera. Yeah. She's a good photographer. But like, yeah, man, like we had so many plans and all this sort of shit. I'm just got to the point where like, let's just throw it out the window and just go get it done, It's the 24th of May next year, by the way.
Hang on, let me put it in the... hang on. Hang on a minute.
Are you not around?
I'm on holiday. I'm away on holiday.
No way. He's away on holiday.
I'm away on holiday. I go on the 21st of May, pending obviously COVID, and I come back on the 28th.
We can probably move it. We can move it back a week or forward.
Don't move your bloody wedding, because I'm on holiday.
We'll talk to them because we were in the wedding industry. We can probably have a word and see what we can do, because it's only like 5 people.
Yeah, I mean, but basically,
I'd really like him to be there if that's possible. I can deal with all that. Apparently, good stuff. Okay, that's a good way to start. That's so
basically,
funny.
I'm so sorry.
Mate, this is all going in the pod, by the way. Hello, listeners. How you doing? I had this planned out for weeks. Just fucked me over by going on holiday, the cunt, didn't he?
Classic upper class piece of shit that I am.
Oh, man, that's so funny. As soon as I heard it in your voice, I was like, oh, no. What's happening here?
I'm glad I checked and had it in my calendar. I'm going, yeah, I'd love to do it. And then the week before, my wife would go, we're going on holiday next week. And I'd be like, no, I'm not. I'm Rich's best man. In
all seriousness, it's literally going to be a matter of like, hanging out for an hour, probably going to have a meal afterwards. That's about it. So it's not like a massive responsibility, dude. Don't worry about it.
I am mainly there for the friendship. I'm also there for the meal.
Yeah, exactly, man. This is very much just like, it's been too long. How long have we been engaged, Andy? Since 2012, so 8 years.
It's suitably milked.
So it took me 10 years to propose, and then another 7 until we actually got married. Shall we do a podcast about wrestling?
I bloody love wrestling.
Yo, this is Conan. You're listening to World of Wrestling Podcast with Tax and Rich. Boom.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rich. Welcome to the World of Wrestling Podcast. I'm with my good buddy Tax.
Hello, everybody. Hey. I am the best man.
Mate, I'll just put you on my phone on like Discord or Skype or something. It'll be fine.
What a treat. Coming from my little village cottage in Dorset. It's not even the sort of thing I can pop back.
It's quite a distance, to be fair. Could you hear
Imagine
how
the
nervous I
outrage.
sounded? I felt so nervous.
Oh, mate, I'm elated to be there. I'm now going in full on search for the Sable Bomb t-shirt.
If you find it. Yeah. I won't say it out loud, but yeah. Hi, Nandy. How you doing? Good stuff. so just
Happy
to put,
Christmas. Happy Christmas. Let's start
festive,
with that.
Happy Christmas. So we were going to do a Christmas pod, but Christmas Day happened and we all had our own shit going on. We couldn't find time to do it. And then almost immediately after, Brody Lee died. And we're just like, fuck, man. This all feels like Christmas has ended already. Like,
yeah, it was the one thing, and it is horrific. There is nothing to say that 41 is far too young, but to see the outpouring of wonderful stories and literally timelines filled with phenomenal, great anecdotes about Brody Lee, even the one like Cesaro shared earlier for like Ziggler's book, and he kept on basing going, and I had 4 trainers, including Tyler Breeze. Did you see this earlier?
I did, yeah. I've been looking at a lot of it because obviously got a lot of free time in lockdown.
Yeah, and basically at the end of it going, Breeze did nothing. He calls it the Breeze method, and I just followed my wife's eating. I got in the best physical shape of my life thanks to my wife, not to Tyler Breeze. But yeah, I mean, Brody Lee, I first came across Brody Lee back in, it's a Pittsburgh promotion. I think it was called Prime Wrestling at the time. It was him teaming with Justin LaBar, who's like a Wrestling Inc. journalist and is on Busted Open as well, going against Kevin Nash.
Wow, okay.
When before Nash had his 14th quad or something. And
There's
that's
plenty of that on Tonight Show, but yeah, go on, sorry.
But that's the first time I came across Brody Lee. And it was like, this man is incredible. And then obviously following through to what he was doing in AEW, I just think he's just genuinely one of the nicer people in wrestling and most importantly, a great husband and great parent. And I think that's what should be remembered about how positive of an impact he had on his colleagues and his friends and his family.
Absolutely, man. Like, I discovered him via the American Indies as well, and then obviously saw his story come up to WWE, whatever, sorry. And then off to AEW, and it was finally starting to get that break, and it was so incredible to see. But part of my experience was Louis interviewed him when he stole the belt from Moxley when AEW.
Yeah.
And I can't emphasize enough how amazing he was with his time and telling stories about his kids stealing the belt off of him and kind of taking it to bed with him and putting him in chokes and stuff and being like, I'm the AEW World Champion and stuff like this. He was just the nicest bloke. And like Louis had just kind of started interviewing people, and like Brody was one of the first guys to like really give like Louis a really great interview, and just the nicest bloke, man. Absolutely gutted. But that all being said, we don't want to dwell on this too much because, we want this podcast to be a bit of an escapist thing for everyone, and there's lots of it going around with Brody on social media and such. Lots of people sharing their memories that knew him much better than we did.
I will bring back to lighten the tone, and again, something we've discussed a few times over Messenger and chatted about in the past about my potential return to computer game enjoyment.
Sure. You messaged me quite a little bit about this.
Yeah, delving into your experience like no other. I have recently acquired a gaming laptop so I can start playing computer games in whatever free time I have left. But rather than going into the fact that I am shit at all computer games now, because I've not really touched them for ages, I thought I'd just fill you in a little bit of a story about when I tried to get back into gaming maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
So this was around the time that Sea of Thieves was coming out.
Right.
At the time, I wasn't aware that this was the name of the game, but all I heard it was this open world game where you were going to be like pirates, potential co-op open world, going on missions and everything. And I thought, I'll go into game, because that's a video game store near where I live at the time.
For people in the future, they used to have shops that actually sold physical games.
Yeah, because I was such in the dark ages of games thinking that you still had to go and buy, a physical copy of a CD. And I found out this game was available on the Xbox. And I was like, oh, I've heard of an Xbox. So I went into game and I started talking to this chap and said, there's a game coming out. I don't know the name of it, but it's this, this, and this. And I said, could you tell me if I can buy it? And he was like, no, it's pre-release, mate. And I was like, oh, okay, when's it out? when can I come in and reserve a copy? Reserve a copy? Just buy it online. Like, I'm getting shit by like a spotty oik. And he basically said, oh, it's out in January. And I was like, oh, okay. And then there was a silence, and he just looked me up and down and went, you will need friends to play it.
Oh, that is genuinely amazing. Holy shit.
And at that stage, like, oh,
wow.
Okay, thanks. I went back out into the shopping centre. My wife was like, oh, did you find out about the game? I was like, yeah, I can't play it. I haven't got friends.
Just to clarify, the point about having open world games is to meet random people and to play games with them and to make friends, you know? Like,
he obviously saw that I had no social skills whatsoever.
Oh, mate, that's so mean. Like, I've made so many friends playing random open world games and stuff, you know? Like, it's the modern world, dude.
When I went to Sweden in 2010, the only reason I ended up going to Sweden with my friends is because they were big, like, Warcraft players. And when I got on the plane, I was like, oh, so what do you mean? I said, oh, we're just going to go and the guys who we play Warcraft with are going to just come and show us around Stockholm. I was like,
nice.
Have you ever met them? And like, nope. I was like, so these murderers somewhere in Stockholm. But lovely, lovely guys. Still never played Warcraft. Confuses me. I'll stick to losing badly at FIFA.
I've never played Warcraft because I feel that if I did, I would never stop playing Warcraft. Like, it probably deserves some context. I'm quite an avid gamer. You are not so much, but you've been getting back into it recently. You've now got a laptop that can play these games, which is good.
I mean, it's incredible. When I press a button, the on button on a laptop, it turns on instantly.
Nice. We're going to get you playing Rocket League any day now, mate. You're going to love it. It's going to be fun.
I'm going to be worse at that than I am at FIFA.
It's car football. You'll understand that. You can drive. You know football.
I'll lose 12-1 again. Great.
All right. So today we are doing the Go Home Nitro for the Bash at the Beach 1996. So it's the 1st of July 1996. WCW Monday Nitro number 42. This was live on TNT. Obviously, we watched it on the network. This show, just for context, did a 3.3. Did you see what Raw did this week?
I didn't know.
Raw did a 2.6.
There's a reason why the show did so much higher than Raw. And not because Raw's content was crap.
Well, now you bring it up. I did look up the card. So there's a non-title match between Shawn Michaels and a returning Marty Jannetty that goes 16 minutes. That was apparently quite good, but...
In fairness, those two would be good together.
Sure, but this is by the time that Marty Jannetty is very much a jobber. And it's non-title, and Shawn basically just beats the shit out of Marty and pile drives him, apparently. There's a singles match between Mick Foley as Mankind and Duke the Dumpster Drozy. Whoa, that'll put the butts in the seat. That goes 4 minutes.
Key worker, he's allowed.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've also got Goldust defeating Mark Mero with a storyline that basically is Marlena physically assaulting Sable sexually the whole way through the match. So, not the greatest of content.
All the big names.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a bit shit, to be fair.
Yeah, but this, in fairness, I know we've been a bit hard on Nitro, but the whole storyline throughout this show, as we'll get to as each segment, crikey, this was some good shit.
This has big highs and quite big lows for me. I'll just put it that way. Let's jump into it. So, commentary tonight for the first hour is Larry Zbyszko and Tony Schiavone. Tony Schiavone?
Tony Schiavone.
But then the second hour is Bobby Heenan, as we've been used to, but a returning Eric Bischoff. They put this over immediately as the show starts. So, yeah, we've got Bischoff returning from the powerbomb through the stage by the Outsiders, by Hall and Nash.
Well, as they're referred to as Zbyszko, I mean, he's referred to them as the Outsiders, but during his opening gambit, bloody hell, Zbyszko, don't give away too much creative.
He drops it in. So just to quickly clarify before we get too deep into that, this show we were meant to have Coach Wicked on this one, which we'd obviously love to have him on, but we're all in Tier 4 lockdown at the moment, so we're not leaving our houses, and bollocks are setting up someone else's audio equipment again. So we will get him on the second we can all get jabs in our arms and actually be together physically again. Oh, that sounded sexy. Anyway.
Yeah, this isn't wrestling speak of getting jabs in our arms. We'll all get jabs in our arms and get together again.
Like it's our birthdays. So there's shit tons of pyro. And Tony Schiavone, missing a cue a few times, welcomes us to the show. You are looking live. You are looking live. That's just him missing the cue over and over again. It's really funny. As the first time we get to see the Nitro graphics with the kind of manhole cover texture appearing on them. I'm like, ooh, pretty graphics, TNT. Lovely.
Change is coming. Change is coming.
Tony Schiavone continues at the Cap Center, the US Arena in Landover. WCW Monday Nitro is on the air. And he fucks up the opening line so much, but yeah, that's the job.
I enjoyed it. As we said, I don't want to repeat ourselves too much, but these two on commentary is gold.
Yeah, absolutely. So Schiavone and Zbyszko, as Zbyszko does his rumor salute, put over this is the go-home show for Bash. The crowd boo, but not for these lads. As Zbyszko starts to talk, DDP, in green and purple, interrupts them. DDP's had his ring stolen, Tax.
Careless.
Bloody Hobbitses steals it, they did.
The precious is gone.
DDP runs off in a huff, can't find his ring. I'm sure Kimberly can. Replay from the closing segments from last week's tag title change. The outside's coming down with the baseball bats, putting over the third mad gimmick. And as you say, Tags, Larry Zbyszko even says there will be a new world order this Sunday in professional wrestling. For the first time, they dropped the new world order on us.
All of the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together. We've got Hall, we've got Nash, we've got continual referral as the Outsiders, and today we have the first ever mention from my memory of this run of it saying a new world order.
Absolutely, man. It's the first time they mention it on any of these shows. And it's a bit surreal because you expect the line to come from, that moment on Sunday. That we won't spoil too much, that we've spoiled a million times already. But it's obviously Bischoff deciding this is what it's going to be called. We've named it. We're going to get it over. Just start subtly dropping it in. And Zbyszko's like, there'll be a new world order. The opening gambit. It's pretty funny.
It's interesting that that's how they chose to put it in first. I mean, it's good that the third man fucked it up when he said it for the first time after the event. But it's really starting to come together. And again, if you weren't watching this in retrospect, if you were watching this live, you wouldn't have even twigged. You wouldn't have been twigged. It's just these subtleties going through the whole thing.
Yeah,
nice.
Absolutely. So the ringside is surrounded by security. Bischoff's obviously back for hour 2, as they mentioned. And how are we starting the show? It's Steiners versus Harlem Heat for the tag belts. And I'm like, holy shit, this is how you start a show, boys.
Excellent start. Excellent start. But my question is, as we've seen since Great American Bash, where is one of them called fire and where is one of them called ice? Because one of them is fire and one of them is ice.
I've missed them immensely because they were so much fun. But in the grand scheme of things, they very much feel like the past. And in the last couple of weeks is dramatically jump forward. I think
Most
they're
definitely.
done. I think they're absolutely done. I doubt we'll ever see Sergeant Pittman ever again.
Disappointing.
It is, but this is fucking great. I was genuinely hyped. The way that Schiavone and Zbyszko kind of start the card off and then jump straight into this tag match. Like, it's really interesting because production-wise, in the first few weeks of these Nitros we watched, they would cut to, Schiavone and Zbyszko at ringside and they'd talk for 5 minutes. Then we jump to a backstage segment. Then we maybe have a match. Like, they talk for 20, 30 seconds. They've already got DDP interrupting them and getting over that storyline. We jump straight into this tag match as they're still putting over their bits, their pre-match kind of rambling and such. Like, the production is so much more fast-paced than it was a few weeks ago. They're making huge changes.
Very snappy and good snappy. There's not like shitty camera cuts. It's the whole thing is very, very fluid.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm genuinely impressed with how much better it's got in just the 2 months we've watched,
they knew the money was there. They've gone to the 2 hours. They've got the TNT money to be able to like back it. They've got Ted Turner's backing, and now they're starting because as you know in your line of work, it's not a case you can suddenly go just do this tomorrow. There is planning, there is prep that has to take place with everything, and now you're starting to see all these changes, all these good ideas. In fairness, well, let's call them good ideas, yeah, from Bischoff saying this is how we need it to be.
Yep, seems so, man. So, it's the story of the two brothers, Scott and Rick, man called Sting, Steiners are great, etc., etc. The Harlem Heat have got their flip phone as they come down to the ring. These are just 4 massive dudes and Nick Patrick in this tiny little ring. It looks so packed out when they have the wide shot. It genuinely made me laugh. It looks like kind of like a toy set or something, you know?
Gets worse for the 8-man later.
Yeah, I noticed it less and less as the night went on. It's amazing how I kind of got used to the size of the ring very quickly. But that opening shot, I genuinely had a bit of a giggle. Just thought it looked really funny. Because they're so big. Like Stevie Ray and Scott Steiner are big, big boys, you know?
It was definitely a meat-filled arena.
Strong, hard boys, you know? Yeah. So no fucking about, straight into the match. The Harlem Heat shine up the Steiners, real lovely, cut to ads, come back, all the 4 of the Horsemen and Flair's harem of lovely ladies are in Flair's VIP area halfway down the ramp. It's weird that they're still hanging on to this gimmick, because it feels a bit, a few months ago, we've come a long way in a short time, you know?
They probably again had the arena booked with these seats not being sold. Just goes, fuck it, we'll just use it anyway.
Maybe so, man.
Got to get Flair on telly.
So halfway through the match, the crowd start to get distracted. And I'm so used to when this happens going, outsiders? Nope. Colonel Robert Parker turns up, a.k.a. Tennessee Lee. And he kind of hangs around at ringside on the side of the Harlem Heat. Which does beg, you know.
Is he the third man?
HARRLEMHEA What? Double J? I mean, the Harlem Heat, yeah.
Last in with the Mauler.
Oh, yeah. Fucking, my favourite tag team. Jesus Christ, what's his name? Beverly's.
Mr. Beverly, one of the Beverly brothers, wasn't
He
it?
disappeared quick, didn't he? Fucking hell.
It's probably because he tried to front up to Scott Steiner, and they're like, nope. Don't ruin the storyline.
Wow, they buried that so quickly. They buried him so fast. He's not been on any of these shows. He's not even been on any of the Saturday night stuff, has he?
No, that was his debut, where his match got cancelled halfway through because Scott Hall turned up, and that was it for the Mauler.
It legitimately looked like they didn't tell him either. Oh, so good. Anyway,
but Legacy, he will always be seen as he's in the match. It's the Mauler.
Yeah,
that's it.
One of the greatest tag teams of all time with the most dangerous finish of all time as well. It's great.
Break your fucking face.
Yeah, Jobbers just got destroyed in that move, didn't they? Anyway. So, what's it called? The something high rise? I should know this. Oh, my brain's not working. Anyway, let's move on. Double Down brings us to the finish.
Double J.
Steiners go for the Steinerizer, the Doomsday Bulldog off the top. Stevie Ray distracts the ref. Tennessee Lee smacks Rick Steiner over the head with the walking stick. Scotty is distracted, dealing with Stevie. Booker pins Rick for the 1, 2, 3, and still WCW Tag Team Champions, the Harlem Heat, who have got a new manager by the looks of it in Tennessee Lee, going full heel.
Which, at that time, based on Tennessee Lee's background, I thought this is a very strange pairing.
Yeah, a bit odd, isn't it? Doesn't really work. I don't think it lasts either, to be totally honest.
Well, unless we get any more at the bash, we will never ever know. One of those things that will never be solved.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Because this is the bash of the last show we're watching. Much like with that certain person we're hoping is going to debut. World's about to change, into the realm, all that bollocks.
Fuck you, Glacier.
So, do you think the Harlem Heat look a bit pissed off that they're having to have Tennessee Lee as their manager or something?
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Having Booker T clearly knackered off this match because he went straight for the water.
Yeah.
Having that water falling on the ground to sell the violence of the match, and then having Tennessee Lee grab by the hand, going, "Stand up, boy." It's like, okay, mate. First of all, don't call him boy.
Yeah, sure. It's a really weird pairing, dude. It doesn't make any sense to me. But, we're not going to find out, so who cares? So, Mean Gene at Flair's VIP section. putting over the big 8-man tag for later in the night, which is going to be the Horsemen against a bunch of other people, basically. They're going to be wrestling Joe Gomez, Renegade, and Rock and Roll Express. Okay, I didn't realize until later when the match actually happens, but did you start to realize who the Renegade was?
No.
It's WCW's attempt at doing a rip-off of the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, because it's Warrior, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's before Warrior joins, and I think they couldn't get Ultimate Warrior to join, so they were like, fuck it, we'll just do our own. It's this guy, and he's, oh my god, is he the highlight of the main event?
He loves a clothesline.
Absolutely, man. So Deborah promo, Miss Elizabeth promo, woman promo, they're spending Macho's money. Arn promo, they run the professional wrestling world. Sorry, Arn. Benoit promo, he's silent but violent, so he's a fart.
Or a cold-blooded killer.
Fucking hell, okay. Mongo promo, money makes the monkey dance. So does Deborah. Flair promo, I fucked Macho's wife. Woo.
And I'm fucking Mongo's wife, and he's right here.
I'm fucking your wife. Anyway, so brief Macho backstage with Mean Gene. As we cut to ads, come back from ads, world's about to change, enter the realm, bloods run cold. This is becoming a formula every fucking week now. We're not going to see Glacier, are we?
Well, we're not going to see Glacier, but I'm really glad we're about to see your favourite WCW wrestler.
So you know how... We'll get to that in a minute. I need to take a break before we get into that. Don't want to get too angry on the pod, you know. It's been a weird week. You know, we've got something planned for after this show. So after Bash, sorry. We're going to do Triple Mania, right?
Yes.
Let's start Triple Mania by finding the Nitro where Glacier debuts and just watching him debut. So I bet it's really fucking disappointing.
Okay.
I tell you what, I'll take it back. Let's, at the end of Bash at the Beach, let's talk about Glacier's debut. Agreed?
Brilliant. We've based this whole series on the NWO. We were going to be having some lovely final thoughts, and then we're just going to have Sub-Zero bloody debut in WCW and finish it with that.
What about the beginning of Bash?
No, fuck it. Let's do it at the end, because that's how this podcast works. You come for a wrestling podcast, you hear about me screwing up your wedding plans.
Yeah.
Me being terrible at FIFA. Warhammer.
You come for the people, not the content. Anyways. Come for us, idiots. You know? Moving on.
Oh yes, moving
I can't
on.
say
Seeing
it,
one of
dude.
the greatest people to ever set foot in a wrestling ring, and
Thank you
he's
so
going
much for
against
saying it.
Kurosawa.
Disco Fever. Can you see how enthused I am that Disco Inferno is about to wrestle? Hold on, Nan's about to go to bed. Are you going to bed? Oh, good. She interrupted me. Awesome. Not cutting this from the pod. Do you want to say something? Tax is not going to be there. Did you hear that?
I did. I feel hurt and heartbroken.
It's all good. Don't worry. We'll just bring it on my phone or something. It'll be fine. We'll move the date. I'll sort it out.
You can't move the date of your wedding because
Dude,
I'm on
Who else is
holiday.
getting fucking married this time? No one. No one's getting married. So they'll be fine. They'll be like happy for the work. I promise. We've been in the industry for like fucking 5 years, mate, doing videos and photography and stuff. If I come up and be like, hi, this is Rich from this company. I'm not going to say the name of the company, obviously, on this pod. You know, move the date, dickheads. They're going to be like, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Because I will badmouth them to everyone if they don't. So there we go.
Yes, but more importantly, you're trying to change the date to get me as a moron to be the best man at your wedding.
Oh,
I'm
I love
pretty
you,
sure
though.
that
I
you're
need you
soon
there.
Oh no, and I will be honoured to be there if you change the date, but don't just deliberately do it because I'm pretty sure your soon-to-be wife will tell you to fuck off.
Mate, my last, in air quotes, best friend, I hate to use that term, but you know what I mean. I love you to pieces, mate. But my last best friend, who I, had that business thing with, stole money from me, mate, and abandoned me when I had my first child. Fuck that guy. I need you there.
I'll never steal money from you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Fucking A. Anyway, Disco Fever. He's wrestling Kurosawa. Do you know who Kurosawa is?
I
Here's
do not, but
bit
he
of trivia.
looked familiar. He
He
did.
is former IWGP heavyweight champion Manabu Nakanishi.
And Nakanishi has to go against fucking Disco.
So Nakanishi is like the least prevalent IWGP champion of like, you know, that section of history and even modern history. He only retired like a year or two ago. But he's one of those guys that has like a real special place in my heart for wrestling, you know? He's like the old guy that just wrestled kind of typical, boring, strong style. Was never particularly great at it, but somehow became IWGP Heavyweight Champion in the time when they were doing all the crazy shoot fight shit. So, like, there's moments when shoot fighters would come into New Japan and, like, just start shooting on, like, Ricky Choshu or something. And Nakanishi's the guy that would get in the ring and be like, come on in, bitch. You know? Like, I love this guy so much. And to see him lowered to the levels, having to do gimmick bollocks of Disco Inferno, makes me a bit sad, mate.
Well, this gives point of link, because obviously I know we're not going to delve too much into the finer points of a Disco Inferno match, but this would have been the time. This would have been the time that WCW had a talent exchange in place with New Japan.
Sure.
Was it at this stage before the NWA? Because the
Yeah,
whole
NWO
concept of the
Japan and
NWA
everything,
came
you know?
from Japan, didn't it?
It did. There was a heel faction that I can't remember the name of. I was looking it up the other day, actually. That was like pre-NWO stuff. It was like a bunch of heels all got together and would basically just win matches all the fucking time. Didn't have quite the level of bullshit that comes along with. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was. And eventually there obviously is an NWO Japan as well post that, which people think is the thing that influenced the American NWO, but it isn't. It's a different heel stable that was preemptive of this NWO storyline. Dropping some knowledge, mate. I know my shit.
Was Nakanishi brought over here as part of that talent exchange deal?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Just to give some experience, they brought him back after this and put the belt on him. It's pretty much how it goes.
Saying that of people coming to get experience, I couldn't believe it when I looked at the card of Wrestle Kingdom to see who Tanahashi's wrestling.
It's
fucking Great O'Khan.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he's been really fucking good though recently.
I told you when we saw him at IPW that I really rated him, and everyone told me I was a fucking moron.
No, I'm a fan. It wasn't me telling you were a moron. It was everyone else, I think.
Yeah, Mark Blake. Put that in your newsletter.
Skid Mark newsletter. What's it called? PW something? Pro Wrestling? It's not that one.
Pro Wrestling Post.
Thanks to you. I always mentioned the other one that would be an absolute cunt this week, but don't follow them. Whatever you do, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't follow the torch.
Oh,
hi, Bruce Mitchell. You absolute
to
cunt.
To be fair, the torch doesn't seem too bad from what I understand. It's not like I read their shit, but it's just that one guy, right?
Yeah, that one despicable guy.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
Let's move on.
Well, from one piece of shit to another. Disco Inferno.
The question going into this match for me was, will Disco actually win a match before his number one contendership gets cashed in at the Bash versus Malenko? And I mean,
at least he bought the record out to ringside with him. At least they're continuing the gimmick.
What do you mean, at least? What does that
at the
do
most,
for you?
Well, continuity of storyline. He's sold 1 million records of something.
Mate, come on.
I literally try and find
the number one contender. How does this make any logical sense?
How the fuck is Tenta number one contender for the big gold belt?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, he is. Because he wrestles fucking Giant for it later tonight. It's weird. So, Disco comes to the ring, being a twat. His disco balls in the ceiling. Guess what he says when he gets to the ring?
Not centre of the ring either.
No,
not centre of the ring. But there's a reason why now. It all becomes clear.
Guess what he says when he gets to the ring, Tax?
I'm a piece of shit.
Pretty much.
I can't work for shit.
As Kurosawa comes to the ring, we'll call him by his WCW name, Zbyszko says some things I can't repeat about Rice in Japan, and I'm just like, fucking hell, Larry. Okay. Disco poses, the bell rings, and I'm like, please, Nakanishi, just kill him. Just absolutely kill him. But he doesn't. It's so annoying. He's working so light. You're like, dude, all you need to do is one stiff lariat. We wouldn't have to put up with this bullshit anymore.
I just feel so sorry for Kurosawa because, as you said, having to work Disco, trying to basically be told, you must put this guy over, you must make him look strong, you must make him come out on top going into his match with Malenko, to how this awful match finished. Man,
Well,
it's
let's
a disgrace.
just emphasize how much of a cunt Disco Inferno is. He's wrestling a Japanese person, so halfway through the match he has to do like faux karate bullshit, obviously, because racism.
Yeah.
Disco
Awful.
Disco gets frustrated on the outside, lightly kicks the ring steps, sells it, and you're just like, what? Because the number one contender to the cruiserweight belt is an absolute pussy, apparently. Good stuff.
He was teaching Luger to sell.
Fucking hell, mate. He sells it like he's had his fucking ankle snapped. What is wrong with this guy? He's the worst.
He's over. This is the thing, though, isn't it? There's these comedy characters who...
Don't you dare. Don't you say it. Don't you say he's over.
Oh,
he's
no.
not fucking
Oh,
over.
no. Who over-exaggerate things
Right.
for comic effect.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things, like when the heel manager is scared half to death by the babyface and like falls over, trips over,
Sure.
runs away. That's funny shit. Disco kicking ring steps is akin to when I broke my foot through petulance kicking a goalpost playing football.
Sure. But like you probably kicked your foot against that goalpost quite hard, Disco.
I did, because it was the back of a goal and it had a plastic covering in it. As where I wasn't wearing glasses, I thought it was a plastic bottle. I'd spent 70 minutes and no one had passed me a fucking ball, so I kicked what I thought was a plastic bottle, which turned to be a massive metal pole covered in plastic on the outside as a handle, and then did this noise. Hobbled back onto the pitch thinking, just stole this out, and instantly someone passed me the fucking ball when I would be through and on goal, and I was like, left foot it is. Toing! Out to the corner flag.
Off to the back of the other field. So, after this monstrosity of bollocks that is Disco Inferno, we get back in the ring. Kurosawa hits a backdrop drivery type thing, which is super safe, which Schiavone calls, he's done his move. Best call ever. I'm using that. He's done his move. Oh, it's so good. Before Nakanishi can cover, Disco's music starts playing, and I'm like, they just hate me, don't they? They absolutely hate me, Tax.
It's a catchy ditty.
The disco ball lowers. A husky lad in a Disco Fever cosplay heads to the ring.
A Ralphus cosplayer.
Yeah, as close as can be. He's not that big, but yeah. I tried to be nice about it because it's not his fault he's in this segment,
He's basically had the diet we've both had over Christmas.
Oh, mate, yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit. I'm doing my DDP yoga, though. I'm trying to stay fit and healthy. You know what I mean? I'm not
Solid
succeeding, but, it's what it is.
Got a wedding to prepare for.
Yeah, sure.
Hank, can I just check? You're not inviting me to your wedding because it's going to be like every wedding in wrestling and something's going to go horribly wrong. Are you going to get bitten by a snake?
Oh, took me a second to realize what you were talking about then. You're talking about storyline stuff. Yes, I mean, yeah, we can do that if you want. Bring a rattlesnake. Why not? It's just like 5 of us. We can do whatever we want.
I can imagine your future wife be elated. We're moving the date. Tex is bringing a snake.
And tassels.
He's only coming in his gold pants. He's insistent on coming in full gear.
Mate, do you know how much that would be amazing? That'd be so funny. Let's get
Where's the
into this
ring?
bollocks. Hold
Reaching
on.
down into my trunks.
Oh. So,
That would have been the perfect opportunity for a Manscaped ad.
yeah, sure. They don't sponsor this pod though. You can though if you want to. Just give us a call. Call? Who does phones nowadays? Email. There you go. That's a thing. Or like, I don't know. Yeah, things. I don't want to talk about this match because this ending annoys me, but we've got to. The disco ball lowers. As this music is playing and this husky lad has come out to interfere. Interfere? Stand at ringside? Whatever.
Dance.
Disco Fever gently pushes the disco ball into Nakanishi's bum. Not in, but against, I should clarify. For the 1, 2, 3, fuck this idiot fuck. Disgracefully, your winner is Disco Inferno. Another Disco Inferno lowlight tax. He's the worst.
When I watched this match, all I could think of was, I really wish we'd watch this match together, just so I could see your facial expression. Because it would have been an absolute delight. I mean, to me, I've not liked Disco Inferno ever. I don't like the gimmick. I think it's terrible. And I don't have a
Because
degree
you're
of
sane.
I don't have a degree of hatred, and I get the impression that Glenn Gilberti is only in this position for people who he knows in the company.
I think our wives should hang out with Glenn Gilberti a little bit, because he's obviously got some sort of dick-sucking technique that is amazing. Because how is he in this position? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I know what you mean. I never. Hello, Mrs. Tex Williams. I feel you need to go to Glenn Gilberti because I just don't rate.
Because he must have something amazing, right? Because how else is he in this position?
He's got really good ability to make it look like he gently caresses your buttocks with a disco ball, so much so that you're unconscious.
How is this the finish? How do they do this and then be like, yeah, that'll work. Don't worry. Don't worry about fixing it or calling it in the ring or, just doing a suplex or a roll up or anything. Just, I'll gently mash this disco ball into your ass. Lay down. Let me pin you, Nakanishi. What?
How do you think they pitched this to Nakanishi? Because not being disrespectful, I get the impression probably that Nakanishi's translation skills may not be overly top drawer at the moment.
Sure, yeah. I imagine so.
Hello, Nakanishi. Could you imagine the racism of WCW? Young Bucks said, disco ball in bum.
Let's not start this again.
This is the highlight of the pod. Disco ball in bum. You fall down. I win. I win match.
You face. I disco dance. Right? I win. Good. Yeah.
You know Night Fever? Night Fever, Night Fever. 450.
Fucking hell, mate. That was a match, wasn't it?
It certainly happened.
That's the kind of thing that if I saw live, I'd probably find it the best thing ever. Because it's so terrible, I wouldn't be able to stop laughing and talking about it. But, we've watched a lot of WCW. I've kind of had enough, Of disco, that is.
The first half of this series was really good because Disco Inferno was not on it.
Agreed. Absolutely agreed. So,
moving on.
Brief highlight of DDP beating up Scotty Riggs and Bagwell chasing off DDP from Saturday night. Leading into Diamond Dallas Page versus American Male.
American Male.
Scotty Riggs. If you see them coming, you better run for cover. I've just realised the word coming in there has double entendre. Kelsey, you don't need no weekend lover.
I'm really glad you went for double entendre.
That's my new gimmick. Double entendres. It's about as good as disco's fucking work, isn't it? Anyway,
it's going to be my new finish. I'm going to hit him with a double entendre.
You know what? I'm not convinced Scotty Riggs is really into being an American male.
He's certainly not in Bagwell's league, is he?
Nah, he's not committed. I feel that he's not really 100% in tax.
I speculate it's because he just watched the match and was like, I was going to do a disco ball up the arse gimmick.
When I didn't, this isn't a line I wrote down, but when I was like, oh yeah, I don't think he's 100% in, I was like, disco probably is. Right? With Bischoff's penis. Anyway, mate, Riggs has got the clap and he barely even shows it. What's going on?
He's been with woman.
Ooh, careful now. So DDP searching everyone for his ring. He's
been
just can't get his hands into his ring, can he? I wonder if Kimberly's got her hands on DDP's ring. I've made that joke already, but fuck it. Hey-o. So we get a Hacksaw picture-in-picture. Hacksaw shouts something about rings, blah, who cares? DDP does an elbow in the corner and shouts, I want my ring. I can't stop laughing every time he does it. It's so good. Mate, if he does a bit more DDP yoga, he might be able to get to his ring daily,
Get rid of them abs, my friend.
So this point I should probably say, yeah, I forgot to add the Lord of the Rings music last week. Sorry about that.
Absolutely fine. No problem at all. Fucking Lord of the Ring. Or, well, hang on, I've saved my note because it's the post-match thing, which made me chuckle.
Da 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 da. Just want to have to add it in, you know. Just do it myself. Fuck it. So Riggs, on form as usual, does a drop kick. Zbyszko goes. Riggs caught him a little bit low there. Fucking banter. Zbyszko's so funny again this week. He's not as funny as he has been in previous weeks because he's got serious storylines to put over and does his job really, really well. But having the little dig at Riggs during this match made me laugh so fucking much, man. Great stuff.
Consistency was key, again, with Zbyszko, because
Yeah.
he picked on Riggs really well in the last match.
Absolutely, because Riggs is shit. Let's face it.
Your one-way ticket to be in the flock.
Yep, 100%, mate. So the crowd is absolutely, and I could not emphasize this enough, dead. They are silent during this match. It's not even like a mumble. Until DDP hits a diamond cutter out of nowhere. DDP takes about 20 seconds to go bang and interact with the crowd for a bit. Then pins Riggs for the 1, 2, 3. Good on you, Dally. So your winner's DDP. DDP shouts to the camera about his ring. Blah, 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 blah. Make your own jokes. That's a match, isn't it?
It's certainly there to get DDP on for this. But here's a quick question for DDP being on this card. DDP, is he a heel or a face?
Well, he's meant to be a heel. Right?
This is important for later. DDP is a heel.
It is important for later. I just remembered what you're saying. Yeah, it does beg the question, is Riggs meant to be a heel or a face as well? Because I don't think he has a fucking clue.
American males are always faces.
Unless they're up against, people that are actually over, then they'll definitely get booed, but it's what it is.
I mean, in general, American males are over. They're normally going against the Taliban. They're the heroes. They're the faces. American males.
That should have been their gimmick. They would have got over so much more,
What? It's like Air Force.
I'm thinking like racist Air Force stripper men sort of thing,
Hello, we're the American Chippendales, and we're here to bomb your country. American males, load up the C4 American males.
As your family is dying, at least it looked sexy.
We hit you with a drone, American males, American males.
Jesus Christ. So it's WCW, so obviously Mean Gene has to interview DDP on the ramp after the match. Gene has a good idea as to where DDP's ring is. I think we all do, mate. They chat about...
He's been backstage with Kimberly.
They chat about the BS taped fist match with Hacksaw at the Bash that they barely promoted. DDP searches Gene's pockets for his ring. Make your own jokes. I mean, up until this point, genuinely, it was going quite well. Okay, there's been some shit. But then they show the next match. And I'm like, considering everything we were saying last week, oh, how the mighty have fallen, Tax.
Bring out the best Hasbro action figure that I ever got to play with at my friend Glenn Ifield's house. It's Greg the Hammer Valentine!
This is a dishevelled Greg Valentine, mate. He is not looking his best. I quite like some of Greg Valentine's earlier matches. He's not the greatest worker ever, by any means. But
Rhythm and blues all the way.
Yeah, not a fan of that so much, but his brawly, angry, southern redneck type matches were okay,
Let's be fair to WCW. They're spending good money on jobbers. At least they've got name value.
Dude, so Valentine coming out in his Fisher Price Flair robe when Flair is on the show. You're like, dude, what? So Macho comes out he's facing Macho Man Randy Savage, by the way. You probably should have mentioned that. What the fuck? Okay. Macho is in Stinger paint and the colours of, the 13-time Premier League champions and 17-time FA Cup champions. And also we've got a Cup in this Cup and a UEFA Cup. How many of those have you got, Tax?
We've got Harry Kane. He's one of our own, even though he started the Arsenal Academy. He's one of our own. And then we've got Sonny. He's one of our own because he generates about 10 million of revenue from South Korea. He's one of our own.
Sure. Hell of a player, though, to be fair. I
Great
put him in my fantasy team and he started to be a bit shit, so he's not coming out my fantasy team now.
This is the same thing that's happened with me. Tottenham were top of the league and I started watching again. And ever since I started watching, it's a case of, oh, this is why I don't ever watch Spurs play, because it's really bad luck.
Mate, so, okay, slight detour. Sorry about the football talk fans who hate football. Just skip ahead a minute or two. Use your app, hit the 30-second skip forward button, you know. So, the Arsenal game.
I can't believe we're 5 hours later, we're still talking about football.
So, my dad, sorry, let me start this again. So, the Arsenal game this week was on Amazon Prime. And I was like, because my dad's been in lockdown, obviously he has bad asthma problems, so we can't go anywhere. Like, she's just stuck in his house. It's quite a nice house, thankfully, so he's okay. But he got Amazon Prime because it means you can get stuff delivered quickly. He lives in, like, pretty much central north kind of London area, so it's like he's very vulnerable, but he can get stuff delivered by Amazon. So I'm like, oh, shit. My dad can watch an Arsenal game for the first time in, like, 20 years probably since Sky took it over. My dad hates the Murdochs, refuses to have anything to do with Sky or BT Sport. Like, he won't spend a fucking penny on it, even though he's fairly well off for himself, you know. And, like, so I was like, oh, shit, Dad, you can watch the Arsenal game. By half time, he was messaging me like, I'm not watching this bollocks. It's like, it's so bad. Oh, it was so funny. My dad was just like, this is not the Arsenal I know. It's fucking boring as shit. And I'm just like, I know, terrible, innit?
Why did you do that to him? He had this nostalgic, fuzzy feeling of 20 years ago.
Going to Highbury, you know, cheering on Thierry and Dennis Bergkamp and stuff. He's been to plenty of home games.
And Sol Campbell, he's one of their own.
Yeah, sure. He's done the double, don't you know? Anyway, so they lock up and struggle in the corner. So I go make a cup of coffee and I'm like, fuck this match. How did it go?
Well, my note's basically saying, Valentine starts slowly. 15 minutes later, he's warmed up.
Fucking
Fuck
hell, man.
me.
Do you know that both of these guys used to wrestle for Vince?
Oh, God.
Mm.
I like that, like, Shivani commented, like, Tony Schiavone during commentary was like, Greg Valentine, he might be the third man.
Oh, God. Can you imagine what that would be like? Imagine during the main event of the Bash, Greg Valentine comes walking down to ringside. He is like, whose side is he on? And everyone's like, who cares?
We then got like the little things like we're about a minute to go until hour number 2, and Savage just goes mental.
Mate, let's talk about this finish. Hold on a sec. Don't skip too far ahead.
Oh no, I was going to be doing the back suplex where Hammer knocks himself out. Fucking hell,
dude! What the fuck was this finish? I watched it. I was like, huh? The dynamite stick appears again for the countdown. Okay, so someone literally shouts from ringside, "You've got 35 seconds left." Do you want to describe this finish from this point onwards?
I'll write it down as if I was working for like a wrestling website.
Do it.
Valentine knocks himself out with his own back suplex, and Savage finishes him with a big elbow with 3 seconds to spare in hour 1.
Astonishing, that timing, isn't it? Especially after someone shouted, "You've got 35 seconds left," and he hits the mark perfectly.
What an absolute pro Greg Valentine is. Great, we've got 35 seconds. What are you going to do? Just going to knock myself out doing the back suplex. Just stay there.
So Valentine hits this suplex, and they're both selling on the floor. And there's blatantly a conversation where Greg Valentine goes, "Fuck it, hit the elbow. It's WCW. Who gives a shit?"
I've got paid.
Yeah. Put the 1, 2, 3. Hit the pyro. Macho.
Hour
wins.
2.
Fuck this company. Jesus Christ. This has got to be one of the worst finishes ever, right?
Hang on. This is on the same show where this is better than Bloody Disco.
Is it?
Yes. 1,000,000 times yes.
Okay.
Greg Valentine hadn't been doing his neck bridges, and he knocked himself out on a bad fall on the canvas, and Randy Savage is a consummate professional.
You're giving them so much leeway.
Disco Inferno tried to anally rape someone with a disco ball, and he sold it.
Fair point. Okay, I'll put this over. Eric Bischoff is back on commentary with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Cut to the ads, because, fuck this company. I guess, yeah, we've got to show it because we've got to see what Bischoff is going to say, see what happens after the adverts, etc., etc. Fair enough. Excuse me. We come back from ads, and Bischoff welcomes us and has something to say. Right off the bat, I want to take this opportunity to tend some personal business. First of all, I am glad to be back. the crowd are immediately like, Weasel, Weasel at Heenan, who's smirking and going, ah, shit, I can't say anything. This is meant to be serious. So funny. I did think maybe they were chanting Diesel.
Oh, maybe, because I thought Weasel as well.
But we're Heenan marks, so who knows?
That's what I was cheering.
I was enjoying Heenan's reaction at least. Heenan does not want to be here at all.
It's 'cause he's scared. There's security everywhere. He's selling it completely.
We'll see. Bischoff continues. I want to thank all the people that sent in cards and letters to show support. You know, like Honky Tonk. That. Yeah? Good.
Nice.
Quite frankly, I didn't expect it, and it was overwhelming. And I do not want to. And I do want to thank you. Imagine if he turned heel.
I'm the third man. Wait, you don't want to thank me for your cards?
Also, I have something I'd like to say to the outsiders, especially you, Nash.
He name dropped him.
Oh, I don't know what you were thinking. 7 foot tall, 350 pounds. Who were you trying to impress? Because let me tell you something. Hogan reference. I hope you impressed somebody. You didn't scare anybody. Sting isn't afraid of you. Fair enough. Lex isn't afraid of you. And I know the Macho Man, Randy Savage, isn't afraid of you. Probably legit. He's mental. Bish goes on to say, you know, they'll all be there at the Bash pay-per-view. Bush puts over the matches for the upcoming second hour. Heenan starts to put over the upcoming action, but then detours into talking about being worried about the outsiders appearing again. And then Bischoff's response is, we've got enough security. You don't need to worry about it. And Heenan's reaction is to go, fuck's sake, Bischoff. I'm trying to put the story over. It's like, oh, it's such a legitimate reaction. It's great.
That's the sort of thing that I get from my wife when I turn around and go, oh, this is really planned in my mind. Her normal response is, just don't think about it.
Exactly. Like, Bischoff's giving this whole speech, which, let's face it, it's hitting the points it needs to hit, but it's not exactly poetry, you know?
No, it's he's done well so far with this part of the storyline, Bischoff, but trying to be this sincere babyface, it's almost like he's the top babyface of the company. He's been wronged, and everyone's been sending in all these cards to get it over. It's a sort of thing that, you know, it didn't work completely how I thought they wanted to. As you said, they hit all the bullet points, but the fact that you've got fans chanting for either Heenan or Diesel didn't help this section.
Yeah, it's like Bischoff knows where he needs to get to whenever he's thinking about like narrative or how he talks on commentary or whatever. But he hasn't got the art of how you get there down. And I think that's why Heenan looks quite so disappointed almost at how he sells it, you know?
Yeah, the biggest storyline of this company's history, and it's down to a non-performer at this stage, really. I know obviously Bischoff gets involved a lot more as a mouthpiece and a character when it comes to WWE. But at this stage, Bischoff is a commentator. He's an exec producer. He is not a character as such.
Yeah. And I think that we all know Larry Zbyszko's been amazing. Heenan is the classiest of class acts on commentary. And to be fair, Tony Schiavone's been absolutely excellent as well. He's been a bit green. Needs a bit of time just to get comfortable on these big WCW Nitro TNT shows, you know what I mean? But Bischoff feels out of place here. Like, I know he's an essential part of the storyline, but I don't know, maybe I was overthinking it a little bit too much, but he doesn't speak in kind of fluid sentences and doesn't have that je ne sais quoi almost, you know what I mean? That extra little something that pro wrestlers have.
To essentially put it in there, it would be like going to work for someone and the boss hires his son and he's in quite a prominent position. He can do a job, but he's only there because of who's above him. And in Bischoff's case, he's only there because he's an exec producer. If he wasn't, he wouldn't be in this position.
Absolutely, man. But there is a commotion in the crowd.
It must be a UFC event, and people are fighting the crowd better than the matches in the cage. Every time I've been to see the UFC, that is exactly what's happened. There have been better fights in the audience in the fucking hugging octagon.
Really? Okay. I know it happens occasionally, but that often?
I've only been twice, and the two fights in the crowd were fucking brilliant.
Fair enough. There's a commotion in the crowd. The outsiders are here. Hall and Nash walking through the crowd with popcorn, drinks on tow, you know. Security confront them, but Hall and Nash have tickets for tonight's show. And it's that classic clip. Hall and Nash showing their tickets up to security going, "We've got tickets for the show, bro." It's great. It's really good stuff. They probably got their tickets, you know, outside the venue earlier for free. Woo! WCW.
Yeah, we weren't going to pay for this shit. And when we realised they were ticketing it, you know, papering it, we were just going to go straight in. Imagine that. But this was the first slight plot hole that I found.
First, Jesus Christ. Okay, go on.
Well, no, they'd been at Great American Bash. They've been rocking up unannounced, and now they've just bought a ticket to sit in. Why don't they just bully their way into the crowd? It's still really good though.
Sure,
because
I
this
think
is
you mean NWO rather than WCW in general. There's been plenty of plot holes, but not with the NWO. It's been very, very well told up until that little point.
And even
security,
then,
security, kayfabe wise, security would see them and be like, "Get the fuck out! Who gives a shit about your tickets?" You know what I mean? But yeah, they
it's
don't.
like when they always keep on putting pictures of Enzo up at WWE events, going, "Don't let this wanker in."
Yeah, on the old. They've got it for what's it called? The Thunderdome shit. They got pictures
And
of the
I
Bucks
feel-
and Kenny Omega and stuff, don't they?
Absolutely disgusted now for even mentioning Enzo Amore in the same breath as the NWO.
Fair point. So, Hall and Nash take their seats at ringside. Bischoff and Heenan sell the crap out of it. They do a great job here. And how do we follow this up? Our world's about to change. Blood runs cold. Fucking. Oh, I want to see it. I really want to see it.
Coming July, we're at the 1st of July now.
How do we follow all this up? It just gets better and better.
No.
Keep doing it.
No.
He's not a shark. He's a man. Here comes half Skullet Sharky. Shave your head, man. It's been 2 months.
He's going for the Damien Demento look with just the ponytail.
But to the side?
Hey, Bailey had a side ponytail. No one gave her shit.
I am utterly convinced Sharky has actually been bicking like the side of his head that doesn't have the skullet on it. So it looks even worse than it did a few weeks ago.
Commitment to the character to get this title match.
What is this shit? Why is he doing this with his hair? Like,
I mean, more importantly, how's Tenta got a title shot?
So it's a WCW World Heavyweight Championship match of the Giant, with no racist Jimmy Hart. Giant's the current champion versus John Tenta. What? Like, what? The guy who was wrestling non-uniform boss man last week is, you know, getting a title shot. Huh?
I mean, maybe there was a lawsuit. He hit me in the eye with a coin. I'm
Dude,
going to sue you.
Let's
Have
talk
a
about
title
that
match.
shit. Go on, please. So they're not selling that anymore? Like, he got hit in the eye with a roll of quarters last week, right, and a sock. And he was on Saturday night with the thing over his eye, the bandages, and we're just forgetting about that a week later, are we?
Maybe he'd fully recovered. It turns out that maybe he is actually still part shark and has incredible healing powers.
Do sharks have incredible healing powers? Is this a thing?
I mean, personally, I've never tonked a shark in the eye of a sock full of change.
I can't say I've got experience in this field, you know?
But, you know, if a shark's going to get bopped on the nose, if you're ever confronted with one swimming, you punch it on the nose and apparently that makes it go away.
Bollocks does it.
You know.
Run the fuck away. That's what you got to do. Just not get in the water. That's the simplest way not to be eaten by a shark.
That's why I never learnt to swim. It avoids that problem.
Let's
Because
go.
If I'm falling in the water and there's a shark there, I'm going to drown anyway. Might as well have a glorious death of being eaten by a shark.
Hold on a sec. Do you genuinely not know how to swim?
I think I'm a scientific marvel that I have no degree of buoyancy whatsoever. So even in treading water, it's a case of, nope.
I did not know this about you. Okay. Good to know. Good to know, mate. So when we were
So
talking
don't get a
about
paddling pool at your wedding.
we were talking about getting ferries across to OTT and stuff, you would have had to have told me this first. You understand that, right?
Why? In case you threw me overboard for a bit of a
Mate.
joke.
No, what if the ferry goes down? I've been watching
Oh, then
Walking
we're
Dead
alive.
for the last week. I'm prepared for the apocalypse, mate. I'm good to go.
Oh, well, I just wear a life jacket. Just onto the boat. I bring my own.
God. Okay, brilliant.
Branded.
At least I know now. So if we ever get stuck in a big flood or something, you know, I'll be able to save you.
Thing is, I love boats. Boats are the best.
What
They-
kind of
they are
fucking idiot
incredible.
are you that you love boats but you can't swim?
Always have a rubber ring, or I don't. I don't mind.
DDPs?
No, you got that from Kimberly.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. Oh, should we
Brilliant.
move
Well,
on?
anyway, back to the title match.
Fucking hell. Okay. My first note made me laugh. Sorry. Giant Singlet is very hungry tonight.
Giant hungry.
It's eating that ass up, isn't it? It's absolutely adoring it. Fucking hell.
But
So-
in fairness to Giant, I mean, these two next to each other, because I always thought Giant's a big lad, but in comparison to Tenta, and this is no disrespect to Big Match John.
Sure.
Did
you just call it Big Match John?
Yeah.
That's great. Big Match Sharky John. I love it. Oh, it's great.
But Giant looks fucking athletic in comparison to Tenta, doesn't he?
Absolutely, man. Like, he's a big boy and he's fucking so good, man.
He got a good match out. He got a match out of Tenta.
Caught yourself there. Good. Well done. So Giant Singlet is really, really hungry. And whenever Giant walks away from the camera, it's like he's kind of shooting his latest OnlyFans video, you know?
Brit Rest loves OnlyFans.
So does Diego Sanchez, by the way. Did you see that this week?
No.
Diego Sanchez has got this new trainer. He's a very pretty young boy. And they're uploading videos of them wrestling to OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed, yeah. So a few minutes in, these two are doing walk and brawl, but inside the ring. Pretty amazing stuff here.
Standard.
Crowd is completely silent. Again, I cannot emphasize how silent they are.
I mean, they try and make reference to it in commentary where Bischoff goes, Bischoff? He's not a bechamel sauce. Bischoff goes, oh, and look at the crowd. They're stunned into silence watching these two powerful men. No, they're not. They're just, it's shit, Eric. It's shit.
This is emphasized by, you can see Scott Hall in the background is having a lovely time chatting away with fans at ringside, mocking the big lads, be like, oh, it looks so big. It's so funny, man. Scott Hall is amazing.
Where the big boys play.
Oh, dude, look at the adjective. So, the match is a bit crap. But Tenta does a better dropkick than Riggs did earlier.
Tenta's dropkick was excellent.
On Giant, he
comparison to
reaches his
Riggs.
upper chest. Riggs was dropkicking dickheads in the knee earlier. Fucking hell.
Good old Zabisco.
Yeah, sure. Tenta on the attack. Gets his hands on a racist. Good boy. Love this shark. He's the best.
Love the manager bump. I've always loved this over-the-top rope bump for managers.
It's really good. Jimmy Hart loves to take it as well, doesn't he? And he takes a good bump. Wait, sorry.
But only from white people.
Yeah, sure. Sullivan, my son, interferes. Chokeslam, 1, 2, 3. Winner is the Big Show. Match goes 6 minutes 37 seconds. About 6 minutes too long.
Good height on the chokeslam.
Yeah. It was an impressive chokeslam for a guy the size of not Big Bubba, that's later, Tenta. You know, he takes a hell of a bump.
Yeah. But speaking of Big Bubba, it's really nice he decided to bring his village people outfit to the show today.
Non-uniform, but bondage. YMCA Big Bubba has clippers.
It's fun to stay at the Nitro ring. It's fun to stay at DDP's Lord of the Ring.
Young man, have you wrestled a shark? I said, young man.
Oh,
So,
brilliant.
Bubba comes out with a pair of fucking clippers, shaves off half of Sharky's very short beard. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, what is this?
Fuck you, 2 days growth.
Oh, what a disaster, mate. Fucking trash. Young man. Have you wrestled a shark? I said, young man.
I think we're going to have to change to young boys. Have you wrestled a shark? I said, young boys. Have you been to the pay window? I said, young boys.
Got the dungeon.
Are you a
of doom,
fucking
I said.
mark? Don't sign for IPW. Dun, 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 dun.
Let me just grab a drink. Hold on. Fucking hell. Okay.
Oh, crikey.
WCW's been so much fun. I'm going to miss it a little bit, you know?
I mean, the good thing as we go into like the final week of WCW, the greatest thing that we've had is the fact that it genuinely has got so many moments, so many elements where there's been areas of shitness, there's been areas of brilliance in it, and this whole backdrop to the most important and pivotal storyline in all of professional wrestling. It's been a really enjoyable 9 weeks so far. Granted, we've had a couple of real shitter nitros,
Sure.
but you know, it's been brilliant, and you know, we've still got people shaving parts of people's fur off, and it's 9 weeks into the episode. 9 weeks into it, and that was me doing an extra bit of filling while you got a drink.
It was great, mate. We're into like some of the most important storytelling in pro wrestling history, and we've still got Big Bubba non-uniform, the Dungeon of Doom wrestling fucking Sharky. He's not a shark, but like, you know, it's fucking marvelous. It's so much fun. And because it's WCW, me and Gene obviously has to do a post interview with the Dungeon of Doom on the ramp. Why on the ramp every time? What is this? They were doing it in the ring a few weeks ago.
But there was a reason they couldn't have it in the ring because of what happened afterwards, because you would have seen movement.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair point. Okay, let's just go over this Dungeon of Doom bit. So, Dungeon guys do some shouting. Non-uniform boss man, S&M boss man, young man, mentions
Young boys.
these silver dollars he used to injure Sharky's eye. Yeah, forgot about that bit. Apparently that healed in a week. Non-uniform boss man tells us having a match with Sharky at the Bash, and it's going to be a silver dollars on a pole match.
Yes!
Russo arrived in 96? What? I don't remember this. Like, that should be a lot of fun. Hopefully we'll have a lot of bullshit to talk about with that, because it's probably going to be a terrible match, but it's a fucking silver dollars on a pole match. How can it be terrible?
I'm quite happy to say it's going to be my first silver dollars on a pole match I've ever watched.
Sure. Let's have a little chat about Big Show's promo here. He berates Tenta for leaving the Dungeon of Doom, and he goes, Big Bubba's gonna shave your entire body. Ready for that OnlyFans content, I imagine.
And he's going to do it with Manscaped.
Not yet. They haven't paid us. And he continues, first of all, the next thing I want to address, and I'm like, first of all, what? You already did the first bit. You can't say that. Show moves on to talking about the 4 horsemen and goes, never trust a horse.
Never trust a horse.
I couldn't stop laughing. Never trust a horse. What?
Goes on like, have you ever watched BoJack Horseman? Never trust a horse.
So funny. It's so funny, Tex. I don't know why this tickled me quite so pink, mate. But like, he's doing this very shouty, very serious promo where he's saying dumb shit about Big Bubba shaving all of Sharky, which has already got me laughing. And he just goes randomly, never trust a horse. Like, bastard horses stealing our jobs.
Appearing in our lasagnas, making our glue.
So good. Never trust a horse. I just want a t-shirt with that on it now. Never trust a horse.
I mean, as you've mentioned t-shirts, it would probably be advisable to suggest our dear listener head over to amazon.co.uk, just search for World of Wrestling Podcast and buy our CM Punk-esque t-shirt, so your support for the podcast. Only £15. Use some of that Christmas money and gave you stuck to an envelope.
Sure.
Best way to do it.
We have a new t-shirt in the works as well, which I unveiled to you on Christmas Day.
Oh my God, it was... I hope my wife's not too close to me. It was one of the, if not the best Christmas gift I received.
Oh, amazing, man. Awesome. So the lovely Willpower has done some artwork for us, which we will be unveiling. Or maybe after Bash.
I think after Bash, but it's awesome.
I need to get the digital side of that done first and get it all approved by Amazon and everything. So maybe after Bash, if not the week after, okay? Well, it kind of... we are doing Triple Mania the week after. It does have that thematically working... That's a word. I can't say words. Shut up. So thematically it does work a little bit with that. But whatever. We'll unveil it soon.
Look at the adjective.
Thank you. There's Big Show talks more bollocks, and then he talks about the horsemen will leave as 4 geldings. Did you know what a gelding was?
No, because
Neither
at
did
first I
anyone
misheard it.
else listening to this promo.
I thought, Mr. Belding. He loves Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, he's a big fan of Saved by the Bell here. So I looked it up because no one seemed to have a fucking clue. I imagine 90%.
Oh, a castrated horse.
Yeah. So
Wow. Well done, Big Show.
Yep.
That's quite impressive.
Sullivan, very distracted
son.
by what's happening at ringside, says, "I'll get with you guys. Got to get that OnlyFans content in." You know?
Only $7.99 for the first month, guys.
Snap into a Slim Jim with Macho Man. It's great. WCW Saturday Night video promo package, blah, 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 blah. We come back to a Rey Mysterio video package, which is introduced by Bischoff and Heenan. Basically, the only stuff they've got rights to, so Rey's recent matches with Malenko, it's pretty good. But
Oh, yes.
Bischoff's voice comes in over the top of the video package. And I love the way he does this. He goes, hold on. Like he merges the words holding on really well. And he goes, stop this right now. And I'm like, what's he got against Ray? And he's like, stop the tape, get security. And I'm like, ooh, storyline progression tax.
Beautifully done. Really, and again, innovative. Not anything we've seen before.
This is genuinely stuff we haven't seen before. Not like the whole going backstage thing, which everyone had done before, as we've very established on this podcast. I love the way that they cut back to Bischoff and Heenan, and there's a member of the production team standing in front of them who jumps out the way as they cut back live.
Yeah, got a runner. Brilliant.
Really clever. Makes it feel so legitimate straight away. Like that little things like that make the biggest difference to making you excited about what's happening.
Really, really good touch. Added, as you said, that level of authenticity to this. Again, highlighting this is supposed to be a reality-based storyline. These were genuine people trying to fuck with WCW.
Yeah. Be nice if they kept this shit up, right?
Well, I haven't watched Raw recently.
Burnt someone
I mean,
alive
we've had
tax.
4 murders this year.
Yeah.
We've had 4 murders on WWE this year.
Love a bit of murder, don't they?
The best soap going today. We make movies, pal.
Hall and Nash wandering through the crowd over towards the commentary position. Nash has a mic. Where do you get that from?
Can he do that, Joey?
He goes on to say, looks like we're taking over a little early. And I'm like, oh, he did the line that Stevie did in ECW. We're taking over. It's great. Hall calls Bischoff Donny Osmond. Really funny.
Yeah. Hey, Donny Osmond's back.
Nash continues. Hey, Bischoff. You get a few frequent flyer miles with that last ride there. Genuinely good line. Talking about the powerbomb. Yeah, very much so. Then there's this brilliant moment. Remember they're live on TNT at 9 o'clock by this point? Maybe 8 o'clock?
I think it's the 9 o'clock hour, isn't it? The second hour.
I think so. I'm not really sure when these shows actually start and finish, but whatever. It's definitely before the watershed. Let's put it that way. As Nash breaks through the barrier, goes headfirst into security that are trying to stop him. The camera audio clearly picks up Nash going, back the fuck up on TNT. And I'm like, hey, he said fuck. That was great. I mean, it may not seem like such a big deal nowadays, but in 96 on TNT, it's like a proper
huge
good boy
huge
Christian
deal.
network, you know? This is massive.
Oh man, it's just so good. So good. And just the way they keep on flinging away security, they're trying to grab them by the arms, and they shove them down. So well done.
Yeah, which brings out Luger, Sting, and Macho, all in Stinger pain.
Leading to the best line of the entire series.
What Nash going, oh, look, it's the clowns.
Hey, look at the clowns. Look at the clowns.
Genuinely made me laugh. It's just the difference between what has been and what is going to be, you know? These cool, douchey bad guys, which, you know, it doesn't work great in the long-term professional wrestling, having heels who are really cool. Because they get over and you can't tell storylines with them anymore, really. But that makes for some great moments.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say that was one of the key things when at StarCast, where Bischoff did a panel with someone who wrote a book about WCW, that Bischoff's creating the NWO killed WCW because they generated so many cool heels. You could never have a face built to go over
Sure.
because they would just never be cool enough, and that killed their promotion.
They're very fortunate in that they have Sting. And what they
I think
do with Sting is very, very good, even though they fuck up his comeback and everything else. But that's the only guy you can run against the NWO in reality is Sting, because of the history with the NWA and coming into WCW and how he was built as this super babyface. He's so charismatic. He's so good in the ring. But they even bury that pretty quickly.
I can think of only two other people who benefited from this NWO storyline. One certainly more long term than the other, and that was Goldberg and DDP. And Goldberg
Sure.
was just purely by accident.
Mm-hmm. And second you beat Goldberg, that's it.
Yeah, the gimmick's dead.
Doesn't work in long-term storytelling, man. You can't have someone just win all the time.
Although he's going to win the Rumble, so, you know.
Fuck.
In 2021.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Bischoff, who was selling this on commentary, says, they want to do it in the ring. And I'm like, nah, that's Show and Sullivan for the OnlyFans. But, you know. Woo! Me and Gene backstage with Hacksaw. By the way, that segment was really fun, wasn't it? It was really good.
This would make you buy a pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely. Made us want to do this series, mate.
Exactly.
Moments
it
like
was.
this.
If you watch anything on this card, go and watch this segment, and then also just rewind back to see, you know, Big Match John go against the Giant.
Absolutely. Mean Gene backstage with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, because again, this is how we have to follow up these amazing segments with this bollocks. So, do you want to go over this one? I feel like you have something to say.
I mean, first of all, I love the fact that during this entire moment, this is referred to as the King of the Ring. It's one of my favourite parts of this promo.
Did they say King of the Ring?
Yep.
The King of the Ring is literally running opposite this on the other channel, by the way.
Yep. So Duggan claims he went to drop a number 2. He looked down on the floor and he saw this ring, which he had on his little pinky finger, started saying that basically he doesn't wear rings, he doesn't wear earrings, and this is a man-sized hand that can't fit this tiny little ring. Yeah. Oakland keeps asking him questions, and Duggan ignores him, talks over him. DDP charges him and calls Duggan a thief. Duggan then throws the ring on the floor. DDP then scrambles for it, and then doesn't stand up for what is about half an hour, as Hacksaw Jim Duggan, the face, wraps his fist in light tape.
Lethal tape tax. This devastating wrist tape he's got around his fist.
Beautiful silk tape wrapped around Duggan's fist, and he sucker punches DDP, and then then DDP falls to the floor. So Face Duggan is a thief who shits during work, and then
Talks about it on camera, by the way.
Talked about it on camera. Punched a man in the face for stealing his ring, and sets up the tape fist match at Bash at the Beach.
There's a joke about stealing Disco Inferno's ring here, but I'm not going to make it. I love the way DDP sells the like lethal taped wrist punch to the face. It's like a Marx Brothers sketch, mate. He's kind of going, whoa, way, kind of going back and forth and like grabbing his head and be like, oh no! Like, oh, it's so bad, all of this.
Bullshit. But the good thing is, at least we know we're going to get 2 gimmick matches, 3 gimmick matches if you go for the one that's covered in our main event. So we've got a roll of silver nickels on a pole match. We've got a taped fist match.
Silver dollars, by the way, but yeah, it's fine. Go on. It does make a difference.
Sorry. My usage of American currency in violent matches on a pole is not up to scratch. And we've also got a chain match between the Nasties and Public Enemy as well coming up at Bash at the Beach.
Dog collar?
Yeah, double dog collar match because, you know, Woman and Miss Elizabeth are around.
There is going to be some utter dog shit on this pay-per-view. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it.
Gimmick central. So, yeah, that's that segment. And then we move on to our next bit, which is our
Main event of the evening for the go-home show for one of the most important pay-per-views in wrestling history. Our main event coming out, one team of Joe Gomez, the Renegade, and to be fair, the Rock and Roll Express, a bit past their prime, even though they're probably back in their prime now, of Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, versus the Four Horsemen of Arn Anderson, Chris Benoit, Ric Flair, and Steve McMichael, God bless you, Mongo, with the harem of Deborah McMichael, Elizabeth, and Woman. We immediately cuts to ads as soon as the bell rings. I'm like, oh, fuck this company.
That's because the production team need to go up to Benoit and go, what the fuck are you doing? Rock and Roll are wearing the red.
Yeah, fair point. Absolutely fair point. When we come back from ads, though, for the first time, they actually have a decent advert for Bash at the Beach. You know, we've been airing these ads every week where it's been like, oh, it's going to be more beachy. Or they're like, oh, here's some women in bikinis. It's a wrestling pay-per-view. This one actually talks about what's going to happen and how important it is, and like actually made me a bit excited for the show.
It's good they've started promoting it like this 6 days before the pay-per-view. Call your local cable company now. Number no longer active.
They took their time, but they got there. You know, we can't expect much more from WCW, mate.
But as you said, with the Nash Hall segment plus this promo, it's a case of, yeah, I'm sold to give them my $60.
Yep, I'd be in. 60 and 96? More like 20 quid, isn't it?
I think it was $20 for the In Your House. Might have been maybe like 30, 40 for pay-per-views. I don't know what the WCW pricing was.
We didn't get WCW pay-per-views in the UK, did we?
No, it was purely WWE, which I assume because the only real pay-per-view network was on Sky. Sky had the deal for, you know, Superstars and Wrestling Challenge and Raw at the time. I'm guessing it was because it was such a closed market that was it.
I remember vividly watching Nitro some days and going, oh, there was a pay-per-view. Cool. What happened? And just seeing, you know, the little video packages or whatever, like letting us in on it. I wonder whether they would have showed these pay-per-views, whether it would have been more popular in the UK. I bet it would have.
Everyone loves a bit of a box office draw, don't they? That's where they go.
Especially during this time period with Hogan and everything else, you know. So the bell rings and Ricky Morton and Arn Anderson get us underway. Yes, please. Everyone jumps in for a big old brawl as we cut to the ads. I'm like, oh, we already did that. Sorry. They're literally doing the ad break spot, but they've just come back from ads. It's a bit weird. Right?
Crazy. It's not ideal, is it?
Flair and Ricky Morton are now in the best of friends. You know some of the history, right?
Yes.
Cool.
All aboard the friendship.
Good stuff. Rock and Roll do a picture-perfect double drop kick. And Flair kicks out a one. Scotty Riggs has a little bit of a cry in the back. The Horsemen take over and go to work on Joe Gomez. He does a decent enough job of selling for the Horsemen. He has the occasional kind of hope spot, but it's all right. It's not terrible. Wrestling.
It's just the problem is when it got to this main event, there's, you know, they briefly mention in passing that Arn and Benoit are going to be going against Sullivan and Big Show at the pay-per-view.
There's lots
and
of that. Just kind of subtly mentioning, oh, there's a match at the pay-per-view, by the way. You know?
There's no right or reason. Okay,
No.
Renegade and Joe Gomez got beaten up 5 weeks ago. But there's no reason for this match to be happening. Where are the stakes? You know, we're marginalising Ric Flair and allowing him to have his banquet at ringside. But that's it. And it's always great to see Rock and Roll Express, and it's always good to see the Horsemen. And I'm glad this match is on the card purely for the fucking finish.
It's like, yeah, the main event match makes fuck all sense going into Bash at the Beach. There should be something involving, you know, WCW's team of, you know, Lex, Sting, and Macho at least coming up to confront the NWO guys or something. You know what I mean? There has to be some sort of build there. But they've already done that earlier in the night. You know?
Imagine that. What are you going to do today for Nitro? Well, we're going to paint our faces like clowns, and we're going to rock out like halfway through hour 2, and then we're going to fuck off home.
Yeah, it's odd, isn't it?
Oh, Savage, someone's got to wrestle Greg Valentine. You know him from WWE, right? You know him from up north. Can you get a 10-minute match out of him?
I was fully expecting, after this main event, for the WCW team to come out to the ring, cut a promo being like, you bunch of pussies, you haven't got your third man. Come out and face us. Let's start this early. Hall and Nash are on the monitor or something, being like, we'll do this in our own time, boys. This is our way of doing things. Anything just to build to that main event. But there's fucking almost nothing. There is a something at the end, but definitely don't include the face team here at all. It's a bit weird. Got this bollocks instead.
Well, we've got Mongo there. He's
The crowd love it. Crowd love Mongo. Well, hate to love. Love to hate.
I mean, he turned on his friend.
God bless Kevin Green. Miss you, buddy. Loved you on this pod. It was so much fun. Arn hits a spine buster on Gomez. Bischoff calls it a sidewalk.
Which was called
It's great. Bischoff says this is such a weird fucking line. They regularly do this. They have like these military references out of fucking nowhere. Bischoff goes, the bash at the beach will be like professional wrestling's Normandy. You're like, what? No, definitely not. And Bischoff immediately goes, oh shit, I just shouldn't have said that. He goes, no disrespect to veterans everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, kind of disrespect to veterans everywhere, mate. What?
Oh, they're about to turn Bischoff into a gelding.
Is that a thing now?
Which is a massive compliment, because it's like, these men have massive schlongs.
Fair. So we're going to chop them off?
I choppy your pee-pee.
This.
Oh, maybe we should do that as a series. Up to Val Venus getting his knob lopped off.
There's not much else apart from that. There's like the bit with the wife and, the formation of Kai and Time. There's the classic match at SummerSlam with the Oddities.
Mrs. Yamaguchi-san.
Yeah. There's not much to that feud. I hate to say it. It's quite quick.
So was the evening with Mrs. Yamaguchi-san.
Do you remember they turned Val heel almost immediately after it as well?
I remember one time when they turned Val heel that he was like in a small tournament to become number one contender. I think it was like Val, Austin, Rock, and Triple H in a little tournament.
I would have loved them to push Val Venus. It would have been interesting to see what happened.
Val didn't get... You don't want to push Val Venus.
But like Rick Rude, you know what I mean?
If they'd done it like that, then it would have been fine.
Yeah.
All of you Memphis sweat hogs.
Best opening lines. Love him. Rick Rude was great. This finish, Tax. This fucking finish. So, stick with me here, guys. Joe Gomez goes to make the hot tag.
Liverpool in England's finest, Joe Gomez.
Flair shoves Gomez out the ring. Renegade jumps in anyway. Like he got the hot tag. Can he do that, Joey? Upon slow motion replay, because I slow-moed this little clip to see whether he did get the tag, Gomez technically tags Renegade on the leg. Not sure if that counts, but whatever.
Was he holding the tag rope?
I doubt it. Probably doesn't know what it is. Renegade then jumps in, like he got the hot tag anyway. Can he do that, Joey? Renegade power slams Flair, almost dropping him on his head. Benoit has to sell this, like he's going, oh no, I'm so injured, because Renegade forgets to do something to him the second time. It's fucking hilarious. Renegade pops up top as the Rock and Roll are in to stop the Horsemen getting involved. Renegade literally has to go, all right, boys, can you jump in to stop them from getting involved, as he runs to the corner. It's really funny because the Rock and Roll look at him going, you didn't get tagged, mate. What are you doing? Because they know how to call shit in the ring, but this guy doesn't. So Renegade goes up to the top rope. Mongo.
Oh, this is a gem. This is an absolute fucking gem.
It's the greatest moment. Mongo grabs the Halliburton briefcase.
He's learnt to work safe, by the way. I want to preface this with Mongo is working safe. We've seen the damage that Halliburton can do to any professional wrestler.
Mongo is meant to hit Renegade off the top, but instead, Renegade dives off the top rope. Mongo lobs the Halliburton across the ring, completely missing Renegade. Renegade does a half front flip, dumps himself directly onto his own fucking head. Mongo goes, "Ruh-oh." Heenan chimes in on commentary going, that was the best forward pass I've ever seen thrown. Flair pops on the figure four to Renegade. He's like, I'm dead. Ring the bell. Winners are definitely not the Renegade. Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god. The accuracy of that briefcase throw was
He throws
so
it
good.
so hard. Completely misses. It's like he's a minute late, so he's like, fuck it, I'll just lob it and I'll hit him in midair, and he completely fucking misses. Some fan in the...
Had he hit him in midair? Had he hit him in midair? It would have been really impressive.
So kayfabe-wise, right, this briefcase is meant to have like hundreds of thousands of dollars in it. So some fan in like the 20th row is like, hey, I'm rich. Oh, Mongo, man. Fucking hell, it's so good. And this renegade lad is terrible.
This was delightful.
This
This is why Mongo has its own Twitter page.
I show. Yeah, fucking hell. What's that Twitter handle? It's Mongo and Friends.
Mongo and Friends,
Oh,
yeah.
It's one of my favorite Twitter accounts. Go follow that guy. He's fucking awesome. Just uploads like WCW gifs and stuff, specifically usually of Mongo.
Yeah, it's at That's Our Mongo.
Oh, it's such a good account,
It's
mate.
Mongo and Friends.
This finish tax. Oh, I showed it to Nandy immediately because I couldn't stop laughing when I saw it. Oh, it's perfect.
This is what WCW is made of pre-NWO. And this is just former NFL superstar. Beautiful. Beautifully done.
Heenan is literally pissing himself with laughter when he says his line. It's like, that was the best forward pass I've ever seen thrown. Mongo's just like, wee. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, my word.
So the match ends, and there's still 7 minutes left on the show. And I'm like, are we going to get something? But it's WCW, so we have to cut to Mean Gene on the ramp with the Horsemen and Flair's harem of ladies. Mongo shouts.
Woman fucking loves Mean Gene.
Yeah, it gets a bit awkward towards the end, but Mongo shouts, as you might expect. Benoit talks to Sullivan about Sullivan and Giant for some reason. Because they're having a match at the fucking pay-per-view, aren't they? Arn talks about reaching the windfall, whatever that is.
That's the brass ring in WCW.
DDP?
Or the man who's in
Disco?
in the 20th row who's now reached his windfall of cash from Halliburton.
Oh, that's great. Gene tells us that Flair and Conan are going to be wrestling for the US title. And I'm like, what? They barely talked about this at all over like the past few weeks. They mentioned it kind of at the end of little promos. Is this a bash?
This is at Bash.
Jesus Christ. Where is our boy Conan?
He's in my daughter's toy box. That toy you got me.
Sounded a bit
Conan
iffy the way you
ages
said
ago.
that, but yes, his figure is in your daughter's toy box.
He's not from BritRest. He's not a pervert.
Speaking of which, Flair's fucked your wife. Woo. Liz is spending money. Deborah took Gene on her yacht. Flair has some posh cars or something. Gene gets really uncomfortable as we cut to the ads as Woman is basically like grinding up on Mean Gene. It's a bit creepy, to be fair.
I mean, what great way to make Benoit jealous. You want a piece of this action? I'm going for Mean Gene.
Did you see the look that Benoit gave them as Woman started doing this?
Yeah, he's fucking furious. Especially as Flair was whispering something to Woman on the corner of the screen going, you know, it'd be a really good rib on Benoit. Fucking grind, Gene. He definitely won't get angry.
It was a bit weird. We come back to Bischoff and Heenan at the commentary position, putting over the bash card. 3 minutes left on the show now. The Outsiders still haven't unveiled their third man. This makes them cowards. Logic? Bischoff chimes in. Hold it. I love the way he says it. It's going on backstage again. Like, what? Cut to dark, grainy kind of like footage of security escorting Hall and Nash out to the car park. Hall and Nash are making jokes about buying donuts because they're kind of fake cops or whatever. They jump into a Corvette. I say jump. Nash goes, I've got bad knees. I was like, okay. The Outsiders drive off in the Corvette. Nash throws up the too sweet, and we're out of here.
Now, before Hall got in the door, the policeman opened the door for him. How did they know that was their car?
Yeah, sure.
And more importantly, if these guys bought a ticket, why was their car parked backstage?
Yeah, there's a few wrestling bits here, you know.
I can tell you why it was parked backstage.
Go on.
Because the third man was there and they were meeting him backstage. Salvation, salvage the story.
not the greatest Nitro, but a fun one. Lots of very silly, dumb shit to talk about. The NWO stuff was good. Love the way commentary putting it over all night. Weird main event. The finish was fucking hilarious. Love the bit with DDP searching for his own ring. That's fucking great stuff. But a reasonable go-home show for the Bash. Needed something else at the end.
Do you think that they should have had the promo, so the segment where it all went tits up and they were calling out Bischoff, the outsiders calling out Bischoff on the mic to close the show, and having the everyone being broken up at the end to go off the air to show that absolute conflict, rather than quite a soft finish where Hall and Nash were escorted backstage to drive off in a Corvette?
Absolutely. I would have had, if you're going to do it this way,
have them arriving. Have them shave it a bit later. Show them outside.
It's not 2000, mate.
Well, I was going to say, show them outside, arriving, and they're like, oh, what are these guys doing here? We can't let them in. Or security trying to get them backstage, that we're not going to let you in. Then the next part would be at the part about who they've got their tickets, they're sitting, they watch this drossy main event, and then it all kicks off. But I suppose because as you noticed when they had the kerfuffle where the clowns came out, per Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, it was the Horsemen didn't appear. The Horsemen weren't out there.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if it's a case of Flair and Arn were like, we don't want any piece of this at this moment in time.
Maybe. I thought, kind of as I was watching this, that Hall and Nash would take over the show more from ringside. Like, have them steal a mic off Mean Gene as he's walking past and start doing like commentary on matches live to the arena and stuff, and getting them to do encourage them to throw up the two sweets and ignore the match and just cheer for Hall and Nash and this sort of shit. Like really just shit all over Nitro to make their point. But
that would have buried the babyface team going into it, because as you said earlier, the problem is with Hall and Nash, they're cool.
Yeah.
And we can't have them being too cool because none of them can do the worm.
I don't know why I thought things like that might happen. I think it's just because, as you say, the NWO guys were cool, especially the outsiders. Even like through the most heelish segments, they were always the cool guys, But say you don't rebook any of this, but you do it as it was done, I would have at least have the WCW team come out to the ring, or at least try and get to them in the parking lot right at the end, Then Hall and Nash escape almost. So anything, just to say, look, there's a match coming up between WCW and NWO, rather than going, hey, look how cool the NWO guys are.
Alternatively, have them take out Luger to finish the show.
That'd be great, but bias.
So, heading into the Bash, cornflake rating for this episode of Nitro.
Because it has some good stuff, but lots of hilariously bad stuff. This is a 4 for me. I had a great time.
I really enjoyed this show. This is a 4 for me as well. It's, I'd say, the best Nitro for storyline progression for the main NWO thing that we've had. But it's close. It was a close call between this being a 3 and a 4, purely because we now know a number of these matches at a pay-per-view that we've not actually had any build-up for on TV over the last 3 weeks.
There isn't a good wrestling match on this show, apart from maybe the tag at the beginning, which is just the Steiners doing horse moves. There isn't a Cruiserweight Classic halfway through, but just that finish in the main event had me laughing so fucking hard. Never trust a horse. That shit had me absolutely in fits of laughter. So much fun to watch, man. This is prime WCW for me. Utter bollocks, but really
This
fun.
is what we were hoping for this series, because I knew we'd get a couple of dud Nitros, and we have, but I really wanted to get to this level before Bash, because, it's the end of this series, or season, if you will, next week, for what we're going to be doing for episode number 10 of 10 of this formation, the NWO run. I've just, from a Nitro standpoint, this has been delightful to watch all of these Nitros leading up to this. Yeah, there have been a couple of dull shows, but just even having the fact that William Regal was not on the card, and we've still got fucking no non-uniform day boss man and big match John Tenter.
Yeah.
Still is great. I love that they're just not letting it go. But that's the thing, isn't it? As you said earlier, the NWO is new, cool, it's dramatic, it's popping a rating, and then you've still got Tenta and Bubba as one of their key focal points going into the
Hacksaw and DDP about stealing a ring. You're like, what is this shit? That's great.
And I'm dreading watching what will be the absolute shit show of Nasties versus Public Enemy.
Absolutely, man. So, quick side note before we shoot off, whatever. There was a dark match on this show.
Was there now? Because I did not see this.
Randy Savage went over Ric Flair in the Dark Show main event, but there was a special guest referee, Tax. It's only fucking Bruno Sammartino.
What the fuck?
Just like, excuse me? There was a Dark Show main event of fucking Savage going over Flair with a referee of Bruno Sammartino. Did we not want to use Bruno on the show? No? So weird.
No, because Valentine was there.
Yeah.
We've got to get Greg Valentine on the card.
Fucking weird. Anyway, I love WCW. Can't wait for Bash. It's been such a weird fucking few months, man. But doing WCW every week has just, it's made this tolerable a little bit, you know, chatting bollocks with you. It's been so much fun.
This has been outstanding. But yeah, so next week, it's the final part. Bash at the Beach.
Part 10 of 10 from the 7th of July, 1996. WCW's Bash at the Beach, 1996. It's going to be a shit load of fun.
You're right, it's going to be shit.
WorldWrestlingPodcast.com is our website where you can find links to all the subscriber, for all the podcasts and all links and all that bollocks. Those are words that people say, right? Like, subscribe, suck my dick. What?
What? This isn't the end of Fight Club.
Sorry, I was imagining Disco was in the room. Anyway, carry on.
I'm at the Tex Williams on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Follow me. I post fun shit about how terrible I am at wrestling, podcasting, my job, and also now FIFA.
I'm at Fanboy Rich. Watch my shit on Wrestle Talk. Because you mentioned Fight Club, you know how Tyler Durden is like not real, right?
Yes, I have watched this film, so I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Good. Should have clarified that first. Also, play Ya Ya Ding Dong. Okay.
Yeah. I want to play you my song for Eurovision. No, play Ya Ya Ding Dong.
Ya Ya Ding Dong. So, what's the other character? What's Edward Norton's character in Fight Club called?
I don't know.
Okay.
Ed Norton.
I'll just call him
Ed Norton of
right?
Fight Club.
So, very much in the Fight Club, they established that Tyler Durden is not real. It's a figment of Ed Norton's imagination, right?
Yes.
What if it's Edward Norton who's the figment of the imagination? We'll see you next week, everyone, for Bash at the Beach.
Where is my mind?
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Never trust a horse.
The louder you guys are, the better the wrestlers will perform for you tonight.
And that's why I kicked your leg out of your leg.
We're tough. We can take it, baby.
You got to penetrate in the back, baby.
Oh, I can see what you're talking. Wait just a minute.